When we're getting ready to construct the unit circle, first thing I want to do is work on these quadrant angles. This is pi over 2, this is pi, and this is 3 pi over 2. And so after you do that, the next thing you want to do is understand that this thing is going to be split into fourths for the 45 degrees and into sixths for the 30 and 60 degree triangles. So let's do the fourths with red. And remember that the top is 1 pi and the bottom is 1 pi. And so this is 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces. And from there, it's really just constructing the fractions. So this would be 0 pi over 4, 1 pi over 4, 2 pi over 4, 3 pi over 4, 4 pi over 4, 5 pi over 4, 6 pi over 4, 7 pi over 4, and of course 8 pi over 4. So the other thing to understand is that these quadrant angles will reduce. So 2 over 4 is really 1 over 2, so that's the same thing. 4 over 4 is 1 pi. 6 pi over 4 is 3 pi over 2. And of course 0 pi over 4 is 0, and 8 pi over 4 is 2 pi. So we can just kind of disregard those, but we've got these fractions now. And then the next thing is to understand that for the rest of the angles, we split into 6 pieces on top and 6 pieces on the bottom. And so from there, we can kind of do the same thing where we just count around in sixths. So this would be 1 pi over 6. This would be 2 pi over 6. This would be 3 pi over 6. This would be 4 pi over 6. 5 pi over 6. 6 pi over 6, which is 1. 7 pi over 6. 8 pi over 6. 9 pi over 6 here. 10 pi over 6. 11 pi over 6. So at this point, you can reduce some of these fractions. The 30-degree reference angles are not going to reduce, but these 60-degree reference angles will at like 2 pi over 6. So really this is pi over 3. And this is 2 pi over 3. And then down here, this would be 4 pi over 3. This would be 5 pi over 3. And then of course we can erase these that we've simplified. And then there are all the radians for your unit circle. And the other thing you can use to remember these is that all of the 30-degree reference angles have 6 in the denominator, here and here. And then all of the 60-degree reference angles have 3 in the denominator, and so on and so forth. So once those are done, the degrees are fairly straightforward because we're just going to say, okay, 360, 90, 180, 270, and then you just start adding 45 degrees, and we'll just continue around in that way. And then we'll just add 30 plus 30 plus 30, so this would be 30, 45, this would be 60, and then you just continue adding that around. So as far as remembering the coordinates, well, if we get the first quadrant done, we're going to be fine. And you should also just remember that your values, it's these 3 values repeating all over the unit circle. So these are your 30 and 60 degree reference angles, and this is your 45. This one is bigger than this one. So if you're going over, you go over longer than you go up on the 30, so you can remember that that's root 3 over 2, and this is 1/2. And so this one will just be reversed, 1/2 root 3 over 2. And we know that this one is just root 2 over 2, root 2 over 2. And once you get those first quadrant ones done, all the rest are exactly the same, except for the signs, and especially for these matching reference angles. So like, all the triangles of the same color have the same values, just with different signs. So this one would just be negative first. And then this one would have the same values, except they'd both be negative. This one would have the same values, except y would be negative. Then you'll just go around and fill those in too. So it's really all about recognizing the patterns. And then you can do this fairly quickly. But that's about it for the unit circle. And if there are any other patterns that you see that are helpful to you, just think about those and practice getting that done really quickly. And so that's it for constructing the unit circle.